Hot topic of the day is that there will be a potential cap on the number of international students, because of which a lot of students, particularly those that are coming from India, Pakistan, Philippines, Bangladesh, and all those countries, will be rejected. So that's the hot topic of the day. I thought to give you my opinion about it. I'm Niladri Mukherjee. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I practice in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. I'm also the founder and the CEO of Nuvonation Immigration Consulting. First thing first, there has been fragmented sentences that have been taken from various speeches by various ministers where they have blamed sort of international students with the current ongoing housing crisis. But logically speaking, only the international students cannot inflate or deflate the housing prices of anywhere else. Forget about Canada. This is the more logical side of things. So international students increasing the housing prices of Canada does not make any sense. Yes, they are causing some kind of pressure on the rentals market, because of which the rental prices are high these days all across Canada, but they're not the only factor. And hence, putting a cap on international students does not, to me at least, does not seem to be an idea that is coming into force very sooner. So if you're thinking that your study permit will be refused just because there will be a cap on the international students, I do not think that is going to happen. What is going to happen is that, and which I think is a reality, is that there will be a scrutiny on the applications. There will be a further scrutiny on the applications to see that somebody that is coming to Canada as students is a genuine student or not. And this does not really mean that if you have more money in the bank account or if you write a fantastic SOP that your chances of success will be higher. Yes, those are the necessary requirements. But sometimes I see a lot of people tend to forget is that you are talking about student visa. You have to be a good student. You have to score decent in language tests. You have to show genuine track record. If you are working somewhere, the course that you are choosing has to be in commensuration with your previous work experience as well as the qualification in no, even if the qualification is many years back. Those aspect of regulations 216 that talks about the bona fide student, that talks about genuinity of the students, will be scrutinized even further. Whether there will be a cap on the international students or not is not a matter of 2023, that much I could tell you. Even if something like that happens, will be a matter of 2024. And Canada, knowing how it works, will never ever tell you that, well, we are putting a ban on the international students or we are putting a cap on international students. So as a foreigner, if you're watching this video, you will probably not even understand or know that they have put in a cap on you guys, right? So if you are not putting adequate attention on your application, make sure you do it. That's the crux of the video. Make sure you choose a course that is in line with your experience, qualification, and your aspirations, most importantly. Make sure you have the required amount of money. Make sure your language test is adequate enough. Make sure you are getting an offer letter, preferably from a university and not from a college. That would enhance the chances of your success significantly. And out of after all this, make sure you're able to put together everything in the form of a good statement of purpose or submission letter or letter of explanation, as we call it. Only having a solid SOP. Now, the myth is a solid SOP gives me a guaranteed chance of success. What we have to understand is that an SOP cannot be solid with fantastic English. SOP is you. So your qualification, your attributes, your persona, if you will, has to be reflected on the SOP. So if you have all these qualifications, criteria, if you're fulfilling all those qualifications and criteria, then making sure that everything is put together correctly in the form of a submission letter makes more sense. So in a nutshell, be diligent with your application, be extra diligent with your application, be self-scrutiny your application to the extent possible before you submit your application today, because Canada will never ever tell you that we are putting a cap on it. They will further scrutinize your application to making sure that only genuine students are coming into this country. And this is probably an immediate step that you need to take if your dream is to come to Canada as an international student. If you need me to assist you with this journey, each and every aspect of your study permit application, book a consultation. That's the first step through the website, nuvonation.ca. Go to the website, book a relevant consultation. I'll be more than happy to have a detailed discussion with you to come out with the next set of actions. I hope this helps you guys in the next one. Bye now. Cheers.